Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today we're going over to Freakshow Comics because I haven't been here in probably, I want to say at least 2 months. So let's go in, see what's new, and let's get started. Alright guys, now here is behind the counter. Now this is a lot of their more expensive figures, and I really do love looking behind it because there's some figures that I pretty much never see these days, and it's nice to see like ones like Snow White over there, or V for Vendetta, Max from Where the Wild Things Are, and the one that I'm really looking at, actually we'll go through it first and then I'll kind of get to that one. There's the Vampire Mr. Burns, Wreck-It Ralph, Steve, some of the ones from The Fifth Element, which I kind of remember when they first came out. Still haven't seen it, but it definitely is some cool characters there. They've got the Chase Pinocchio, Douglas, which is a great one from the Pop Around the World set. You've got the Michael Corleone, and then guys up there, right up there, you guys can probably see it, there is the Sam the Eagle, and I think I might be getting that one today. I love the Muppets ones. I don't see them very often, so that one is definitely cool. And then if you guys look a little bit further over there, we've got Kurt Cobain, Jeffrey as Superman, Carl, and just so many different great ones that I thought you guys would definitely want to check out. Now guys, check out this set here. This is the entire set of Happy Days, and I'm kind of debating on getting a couple of these today, and if I only get one or two, I might get Richie and Fonzie, but I don't know, I really do like the entire set. And then also we have Tom and Jerry over here, as well as the Lilo with Pudge. That is definitely a nice one, as well as the 10-inch Stitch. That one is pretty crazy. I do like that figure a lot. Oh, and I also can't forget about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier over here. This one is the John F. Walker. Definitely a cool figure. And then the newer Emperor Palpatine, which is also a nice one to see here today. Alright guys, now here is some of their other Pops over here. I'm not going to get too into detail just because of how many different ones they have. But Mom, are you seeing anything that kind of stands out at all?
Yeah, oh god,
well, there was
really
one.
like, oh, I love those
that?
Frontline Heroes.
Oh yeah, these ones are cool. We checked these ones out a little while ago.
Right?
I have these figures, but we did check these ones out a little while ago. They are definitely cool. And then the one
I don't see them in the store.
No, I saw that. No, actually, you're right. Maybe you don't see them very often. But guys, over here, I did see these two, and these are the ones that I'm missing from the Ralph McQuarrie set. The Concept Series Darth Vader, as well as the Concept Series Yoda. So I probably will be getting these two today.
Oh, Yoda's cute.
Yeah, I'm missing that one. I thought I was missing C-3PO, had C-3PO, and I actually need the Yoda. And then guys, over here, they do have some of the Candyland figures and Grumpy Cat. This is a cool one to see here today. I do have this one. I am hunting for the flocked one, but it is still neat to see this one here. Then they've got like Caddyshack, the Mighty Ducks, which I've never seen before in stores, Evel Knievel on motorcycle, as well as this one over here. Now I have this one. I don't have this one, and this is technically, I would count it as part of the icons.
You know who would like that?
Grandpa. I know he would.
He would.
It's really cool because I want this one because it's part of the icons technically, but it's in the rides line, like it still counts because Evel Knievel is in the icons.
That's a good one.
How much is that one anyways?
40.
Oh, it's 40? That's not a bad idea, but there is a lot of other stuff that I am looking at today, so maybe on this one. Yeah, that's a possible. We'll save that one for now.
I like the Polly Pocket.
You know what? This one's nice because I haven't seen, or I've maybe seen it once or twice. But yeah, like you were mentioning earlier, it is cool that it does bend in half.
I like how it bends. That's
isn't that kind of like
amazing.
how a normal Polly Pocket would?
Yes, absolutely.
Like I think that was the only
That was the
articulation,
thing.
wasn't
Yes,
it? I
yes,
think so.
yes,
That's pretty cool.
And her face, it's adorable. That's perfect.
Yeah, it is neat. It actually does look exactly like the Polly Pocket does, but also like the Pop.
Eyes, it still looks really,
Yeah, does it show a normal Polly Pocket? Yeah, very similar on the back there, as you can see. But also, let's scoot a little farther down because I did see something that I want to check out. Yeah, Punchy is one that I do have. There's so many Pops, guys. You just have to kind of like slide down the side here. Oh, this is cool. There's so many things. Doghouse, I do. That one right there, that was a cool one. But I also saw this one here, the Evil Queen, which is a little bit dinged up, but I believe it's a bit cheaper. Yeah, $30, which is not too bad. Because you do not see this Pop very often. Well, the other one there is the Diamond Edition one. I saw that one earlier. I was looking at it. But yeah, this right here, guys, is the other version, which is a little bit newer. I think this one came out maybe this year, 2018. That old, really.
Do you have Mr. Toad?
The Mr. Toad, I do have. Yes, I do.
What about... He looks mad.
I do. Well, and he looks like he's ready to fight. You know what I mean? Like from the ride.
Sweet.
But then also, guys, they have some of the Moana ones up here, and they also have Hula Lilo, which is cool, and Caesar from War of the Planet of the Apes. Now that is a neat Pop. I especially love the Planet of the Apes ones, and for only $20, you know what?
That's a good deal.
Not bad. And now, guys, there's also this wall as well. There's actually a couple sodas up there, and I have most of these ones. The only one that I haven't ever shown off on the channel is this one right here, the El Hero Invicto, and I might get this one today, but it is kind of one of those ones that, I mean, it's all right. It's not too crazy, but the other ones here do look really nice as well. But if you guys want to check this out here, this is the other wall with a lot of the figures that we've probably shown off before. These ones seem to be a little bit older, but they do have like Dilbert. They also have some of the newer tennis ones. They have Venus Williams. Cool. The one that I really wanted though was, where is he? Is he on the back there? Yeah, the Roger Federer was the one that I really wanted. He's Canadian, isn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know if he is.
I'm not sure.
I always watch Roger Federer thinking he's Canadian. Is he not Canadian?
I don't want to.
Oh no! What do you mean you don't want to? You don't want to?
be on board, though. He's a
Well,
good
we
one.
can't just skip that. Noah, let us know what country he's from. Thanks.
Please, Noah.
But anyways, guys, yeah, they have some really great ones back here, especially the Back to the Future ones. Which one are you looking at right now? The tennis ones? I really do like the tennis ones. I think they're neat. They've got a lot of detail too.
Yes, we've recently started playing ping pong, so I feel
That's not tennis.
I know, but it's like similar. These are really cute. John Macro, he's the one who
Anywho.
always threw his tennis racket.
Anywho,
Yeah, it's fun.
they also have the Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, the Hateful Eight, which is cool, and this one is one that we've always been looking for when we go to stores. The TLC Chase, where from the Waterfalls music video, you guys can see they're like completely water. For only 40 bucks, that is
seems like
not
a deal.
bad for a good chase like this. All right, guys, so that is pretty much the entire store. We've gone through all of the figures, so let me pick out a couple, and then I'll show you what we get back at the studio. And now, guys, here is their cabinet as well. They have like this 3-pack over here, Wacko, which is pretty cool, as well as Wesley, and then this is probably one of my favorite ones in the cabinet today. It is a Jim Cummings flocked box lunch exclusive Winnie the Pooh, and I think that one is so cool that it's signed. Did I mention that it was signed?
No.
I forgot.
You did.
But it's such a,
Gorgeous.
but it is definitely a cool figure, and I'm debating on it. But for $150, I mean, I didn't expect to be spending that much today, but it's definitely a nice figure to see here. All right, guys, so we just got out of Freakshow Comics, and I got a lot more pops than I expected. So let's keep going. All right, everybody. So we are now back from Freakshow Comics, and what I think is crazy about my visit there is that half of the commons that I saw there, I had never seen in any other store here in Canada. So I really did get some cool stuff today. And now I guess we'll start with the commons, and then we'll get into the 2 more expensive figures that I got towards the end. And let's start with this one right here, which is probably one of my favorites. This one here is the Lilo with Pudge, and I really do love that Pudge has the piece of toast in his mouth. And now let me actually pop this one out of the box because I really want to take a look at Pudge, because they totally could have done this figure as just like Lilo in swimsuit, but they went above and beyond and did add Pudge here. And now let's start with Lilo here, because I think that this one is really well done. And like I said, they totally could have done this as its own separate pop, and I think it's so cool that they did add Pudge. It's just like a little bit of an added bonus. And then if you guys want to check out Pudge, I mean, look at how funny this fish is right here. He's got the little bread in his mouth, as well as it looks like his entire mouth is full of it as well. Like, it doesn't even look like it's just stuck on the outside. You guys can see it looks like his cheeks are also full of like bread or toast or whatever, and I think it's really funny.
What the dog doing?
And I mean, I say or whatever, but it's definitely bread, and it's still an amazing pop, and I'm so glad that I could get this one today. Oh, and also, in case you guys are wondering, this one does come with a base for Lilo, not for Pudge, because Pudge pretty much stands by itself no matter what, because if you see, they are fine on the table. But also, if your Lilo is a little bit top-heavy, you totally can stick the base on there, and it should stand a little bit better. And then, guys, after Lilo, I got another common, and then I believe I also got, 2 other commons after this, and I want to show you guys this one right here, because this one I had never seen before, also didn't know that it was available yet. I think I saw it on the Funko shop, but I don't like to order the commons off of the Funko shop because I like to actually hunt for these ones in person, and I'm so glad that I could find this one today. And this here is the Happy Days Fonzie, and I thought that this one was just too good to pass on. And they did actually have the entire set when I went over there, but I wanted to get some other figures to go along with this video today, so there was Fonzie, Richie, Arnold, Joni, and Chachi, but I decided, like I said, just to get this one because there was so many other characters that I also wanted to get as well. But if you guys want to check out the back of the box, there is the other 4 right there. And now this one, guys, I definitely have to pop out of the box. So let's see what Fonzie looks like right here. And also, does he stand? He also comes with a base, which is nice. And it looks like he is a little wobbly, but that's because it looks like one of his feet is a little bit higher than the other, which is kind of annoying, but he does come with a base, so I'm not going to complain. But by mentioning it, am I still complaining? I don't know. But either way, it does come with a base, so it still works out. But let me see if this actually does stand, because the one that does have the base looks like his foot is kind of like bubbled up in the middle or bent a bit, so maybe it won't stand with it. I don't know, but let me try it here and see how this goes. Yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, it's definitely all right. It's a little bit wobbly still, but it definitely stands with the base still. And I really do enjoy the pose that Funko put Fonzie in, because he's got his 2 thumbs up like he's going, "Ayy," and then he's also got his slick back hair and his leather jacket. And it would have been really cool if maybe they did a chase of him without his leather jacket on, like at the beginning of the show when he wasn't wearing it, but I totally understand why they didn't, because it was only like an episode or 2, and there's probably so many other chases that they could have done, and I don't believe that this set at all actually had a chase. But if you guys want to check out Fonzie, there he is a little bit closer up.
Hey!
Alright guys, now the next two figures I can actually do together because they are from the same set, and I'm pretty sure you guys know which ones these are because I did kind of show them off in the store, but these ones here are the Concept Series Yoda as well as, hold on, the Concept Series Darth Vader. And now this one I'm a little bit confused as to what's different about it compared to the other one, because I'm looking at it over there, there was a Star Wars Celebration version as well as this one here, and I'm not seeing much of a difference. Let me grab it real quick. Like, looking at this versus the other one, it could have just been like a whole different concept that Ralph McQuarrie created, and I'm looking at this here. Yes, that looks like what it is, because I'm looking at the helmets here and they do have like a different, like, I want to say breathing apparatus. I don't even know if that's the right word. It seems like it's more of an underwater thing. But yeah, it looks like the entire figure is just slightly different. And it is too bad that they made a second Darth Vader like this and they didn't go and create a whole different character, but it is still cool to have two different Darth Vader Ralph McQuarrie designs. And if you guys want to check it out, the one with the sticker is the one that I got a little while ago, and the one without the sticker is the one that we got today. And they are kind of hard to tell the difference, but I definitely had to get both of them because I am trying to get the entire Ralph McQuarrie set, so it is still cool to have them. It's just too bad they didn't do another character, but I mean, they're still making more of them, so I don't really mind. And by that, I mean they're not stopping at Series 2 and we're missing out on like Han Solo or a Stormtrooper. They are making those ones just for Wave 3, and I'll definitely be getting those ones when they do come out. Oh, and I'm looking at this here, and it looks like the Darth Vader that I just got today has two different capes, like one around his neck like normal, and then one around his waist, and I don't think I've ever seen that before on Darth Vader. Like, does this one have it? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Okay, so hold on. Are the bodies the exact same for these two? I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. So that kind of sucks. I was hoping that they would do an entirely different Darth Vader, but it seems like they use the exact same body but different masks, and you guys can see it definitely is different, but it's just too bad that the bodies are exactly the same. Well, anyways, guys, enough complaining about the Darth Vader. I really want to check out the Yoda now, because this one here is the first ever Concept Series Yoda. We have not got another Yoda figure like this, so it is really cool that I could finally add this one to my collection when I could have added it probably like 4 or 5 different times now. I just forgot that I did not buy this one. I kept thinking I didn't buy the C-3PO when I actually bought the C-3PO, and I had 2 of them at one point. I gave one to my dad, so it worked out, but now we finally have the Yoda in the collection, and I do gotta pop this one out of the box just to check it out a little more. Like, I'm looking at the figure's face here, and I don't know if it's because it's the pop-ified version of it or if it's just the Ralph McQuarrie design, but it definitely seems like an old lady that would give you some candies out of her purse. And no offense to Ralph McQuarrie or Yoda, it's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the wrinkles? I'm not sure. But hey guys, that's why these are the Concept Series and not the ones that you see in more movies, television shows, books, and pretty much everything else. So that's why they look a little bit different and why they probably didn't go with these designs. Alright everybody, so that was all the comments that I got. Now let's get into the 2 more expensive figures that I picked up today. And let's start with the cheaper one, and then we'll get into the more expensive one. Starting with this right here, which is not too expensive, only $30, but the Chase Stretch Armstrong. And I thought it was so cool that we found this one today. And I mean, for $30, it isn't even that bad because it's only double the price of a normal pop. So for me not to have to hunt for this thing, and especially because it's been out for probably, I want to say, at least 8 months now, I was probably not going to be finding the Chases in stores anytime soon. So I think it was definitely worth it trying to find the Chase, not being able to find it, and then paying a little bit extra for it later on. And here is the Stretch Armstrong right here, and I just love this Chase because the Chase version of it is where its arms are actually super stretched all the way down to its feet instead of up like the normal figure would be, and I think this thing really does look great. Now let me actually pop it out of the box just so I can show you guys the arms a little bit closer up. And here is the figure right here, guys. I mean, this is so weird. It really does look like the figure has been stretched. And if you guys want to check that out, there it is right there. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the common version has the arms kind of like stretched out sideways a little bit. From what I can remember, it's kind of like they're stretched like this instead of all the way down. So it is really cool that they actually use like the Stretch Armstrong is the word mechanics, I guess you could say, to make the Chase look even better. Because they totally could have made this Chase something dumb like glow in the dark, but they actually did what Stretch Armstrong does and made it 100 times cooler. And then if you guys also want to see the back of the box here, before we move on to the last figure, there is what the actual Stretch Armstrong looks like, and then they even added kind of instructions on how to use a real Stretch Armstrong, and that doesn't work on the pop, but it is still definitely cool to have on the back of the box. Alright everybody, now let's get on to the last figure for today, which is probably my favorite thing that I picked up out of everything today, just because of how cool this figure is, and that you don't see these ones very often. And also, I kind of want to work on this set a little bit more, so maybe we'll be getting more figures after this one today. And this here is, just such a cool one. This one is Sam the Eagle from the Muppets.
There are those among us
And I mean, I think you guys knew that I was going to be getting this one just because of how much I actually talked about this one in the store, because seriously, this is something I don't see very often, and I definitely wish I got more of these. When I used to see them in stores back in like 2015, 2016, I really should have bought that Swedish Chef over at HMV. Sorry guys, I was just thinking about that. As soon as I said I should have bought more of these, I remembered seeing Swedish Chef at HMV all the time, and for some reason, I would just pass it up every single time we went, and I really do wish that I got that one. And I feel like the next one that I would probably get is maybe like the flocked animal that was exclusive to one of the 12 Days of Funko, because it isn't too expensive, probably like $50 or $60, something right around the same price as this one. And I do have a lot of other Jim Henson production figures. I have all of the different Fraggle Rock ones. I have a couple, well, maybe like half of the Sesame Street ones. And then when it comes to the Muppets, I really don't have many. And I'm hoping that they do make more of them in the future, just because there are so many other Muppets that they could create. But for now, before I get too out of myself, I should probably go back and get some of the older ones before they actually make a new set. And I mean, guys, the box is also in pretty perfect condition. Like, I'm looking here, and there is not much damage at all. The only thing that I'm seeing here is like a little bit of like sticker residue on the bottom, but other than that, this thing really does look nice for it being a figure that came out in what? 2014, the same year I started collecting. And then if you guys want to see the back of the box, there's 4 other characters here, and I do have Kermit, but I don't have Kermit in the box, so maybe that would be one that I go back and get again, because it would be really nice to display them all in box on my shelf. But if you guys want to check it out, we've got Kermit, Miss Piggy, Animal, Swedish Chef, and apparently Sam the Eagle. I don't remember there ever being a the in the middle. I always thought it was just Sam Eagle, but he is technically an eagle, so it still makes sense. It's just different than what I thought it was. And now I definitely have to pop this one out of the box really quickly just so we can see this one a little bit closer up. But if you guys want to check this thing out, here it is here. I love the unibrow on this thing. And just overall, this figure really does look great. Now, I always remember that one line because my dad quotes it a lot. It's from the Muppet Vision 3D ride in Disney World and Disneyland. And it's where he goes, "A salute to all nations, but mostly America." That's kind of a bit of Grover mixed in there as well, but it's close enough. Anyways, guys, you guys can check that out right there. There is the Sam the Eagle right there, and I just love this thing. "A salute to all nations, but mostly America." It's a little better, not great. And well, anyways, guys, like I said, there you go. That is everything that I got today, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And please let me know in the comment section below, what are some other figures that you guys would like to see me hunt for in the future? Also, if I go back to Freakshow Comics, what was something that I missed out on today that I probably should have picked up? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. On a forward school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with, and she calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Slow. Like my lashes.